What's going on, everybody? Welcome to GmiasWorld, and everybody's been asking me, what do I most want in Madden 19? And to be honest with you guys, all I want is decent gameplay. And I'm going to tell you right now, the number one thing that you're going to have to master in Madden 19 is going to be that new one cut, right? Now, I don't think for the most part that it's very new, because in past Maddens, you were able to have 100% control of your players and stop on the dime. The one thing that Madden has always pretty much put us in a position to not be able to do was stop at the sidelines. All right. Now, with the addition, they did a little bit better this year because you were actually able to kind of like curb yourself when you got to the sideline. But with one cut, it's going to be similar to how the juke moves were earlier in the year in Madden 18 before they patched it. So I want to go over some of the things that, when you guys ask me questions about what I'm expecting, what I like, what I'm trying to most likely look forward to, these are the answers I'm going to give you, and it's going to be something that is going to always influence the longevity of the game. Now, I myself have never really liked to run the ball. I literally started running the ball, I would probably say maybe 16, Madden 16. And the reason behind it was I had to figure out a way to move the ball because after the first patch, when they allowed you not to be able to burn anyone because of the Brashard Pyramid and everything like that, I had to find other ways to move the ball. And if a lot of you guys are familiar with Madden 16, it was the year of inside zone. Okay, so inside zone, go ahead and like the video if a dude ran inside zone on you out of trips tight end and you just couldn't stop it. Like, bro, I played games literally where a dude would come out and would not even hide the fact that he was a complete idiot and would just run inside zone the entire game. Eventually, I figured out how to stop it. And the funny thing about it, how to stop it, you just had to play excessive amounts of coverage. You just couldn't run blitz. That was it. That was the secret to it. Like, you had to just be a complete idiot also in order to counteract the idiocy of the guy you were actually playing. So if you just played all coverage and zoned all your linebackers and spied your D tackles, they would literally stop inside zone every time. It was so weird, bro. But like I said, with the one cut situation, right? The one cut is gonna pretty much change the way that he moves. You see how he's stopping on the dime there? The double leg movement, like you're a rabbit, that's gonna be taken away out of the game. So that's Saquon Barkley, that's 99. His agility is pretty good. So the way that he's moving, and you see the free flow, it's still not more of a free flow situation. Because the way that he's moving, you see it's not really the actual cut in. You see what I'm saying? With the one cut, the way you're going to be able to do one cut is you're going to see, that's an actual juke that he did there. That juke is going to still be available. They might water it down a little bit, but that's just like a basic juke. Those jukes worked early on in Madden 18. Then they patched the game, and then it became a situation where it was like, all right, now you can't do anything. And even if you go to aggressive, most of the players won't, they won't juke. But when you play somebody, they'll be able to juke you. That's just the way it goes. So look, when you see the way that he's running, as he turns up field, right? You see, that's just regular turn up field. When I juke right here, that's a normal juke. That's just using the right analog stick and just juking regular, okay? That's all that is. That's not one cut, like stepping in the ground. But the difference with one cut is going to be, I can let go of turbo, and I can change direction to just directly to the left without having to deal with even breaking a Hal tackle. I can cut on the dime. Based on the blogs and everything that I've seen, that's what they're bringing back. So the foot in the ground, right there as he puts his foot in the ground, that's going to be similar to one cut, but I'm going to be able to change my direction without doing the actual juke. So if you guys don't run the ball, it's going to be very, very hard to win games in 19. I'm just calling it right now. Because what they've been doing is they've been emphasizing a lot of different things with the run game while leaving pretty much the pass game from the patch in 16 intact. Now, have they limited sliding into you and stuff like that? Yes, they have. But is it still there? Yes. And for the most part, the reasoning behind it is the animation. The animation takes over. Like the video, if you throw the ball in the air, right? And as you're running towards the ball, your player stops and the defense is only, the computer, as the defense takes over, and it's like a pick animation where he catches it and does a front flip and lands on the ground. That's all predetermined. That has nothing to do with user. And they're bringing back what's called full user control. But the thing about it is, I don't know if that's going to be beneficial if they still allow certain things to happen as far as the computer being able to take over when you're still on the player. You know what I'm saying? Like that's very, very key. Like even with what I just did right there, with the player, with the user lurks, right? I know a lot of you guys have had a lot of bad time and drop user picks in Madden 18. I'm assuming that they're probably going to keep that going in 19 because it was so devastating to my soul that they might just keep it in the game. But all in all, right? If they allow you to move and not slide out the way just because of like an air truck, a lot of different things that were actually patched into the game, if they allow those things to not affect the gameplay, Madden 19 could turn out to be, you know, gameplay-wise, one of the best Maddens ever. Because remember, they have been steadily toning down a lot of the sliding in plays and stuff like that. It's not like it's just been completely dominant the way it was in 16. What happened was, when they patched 16, a lot of things that they didn't account for started to happen. And what they usually do is they're not going to overdo, you know, the patch. They're going to leave it the way that it is so that it doesn't get worse. Even though it got bad, they just left it the way it was. And to be honest with you, Madden 16 at launch was probably the best Madden I've played in years. And for all these guys that are still saying, yeah, bro, 2K5 and all this stuff. Bro, 16 at launch was probably the best football game I've ever played. At launch. You know, and that's included. I was on Dreamcast just like most of you guys. I'm telling you right now, probably the best football video game I've ever played at launch. It was the patch that destroyed that game. So when you think about that situation, understand that EA is not too far off from making a really good game. You see what I'm saying? Like, and it's not to say like the actual game itself can't be just altered a little bit to give everybody a little bit of what they want. Because I think what's happening is this. Once they created the aggressive catch, right, and a lot of these younger players got excited running it, they saw a lot of money was made off of it. So it's very, very difficult to explain to a company that's a publicly traded stock, like, yo, bro, we need to do something that's going to alter the amount of money you're making. Because obviously, if you make the game harder, less people are going to buy it. Because the guys that want to come out and do the things that they do to me, like just throw the ball through my chest, stuff like that, those people are not going to be able to play the game all throughout the year. That it's not going to work for them. But if you're able to do things and there's flukes and there's this and there's that, people are going to be, you know, they're going to be like, yo, all right, you know what I'm saying? I could do that. I could throw the ball in the quadruple coverage. Everything's all good. It's all good in the hood. Those things are what drives EA to continue to make the games the way that they are. So understand what I'm telling you right now. At launch, one cut might be unbelievable. And remember, they also give your defender, you know, a alter to that. Like you could counter it. You could counter the one cut. All you got to do is be able to time your strafe and know when to, you know, make a tackle. And you got to be very, very careful with the hit stick. And in most cases, you got to go conservative. Based on the information that I've read through the blogs, it's typical. Like, that's the same way you were able to do it. Like, let's go back to 13 and 25. You were able to cut on a dime, just go and turn and just, you know, move out. Like I said to you before previously, when you go into Madden 18, your guys does like a rabbit leg. Like their legs keep churning like a hamster, you know, when he's running in his little cage. That's what they do. It's like a double feet thing. And that's what one cut is going to change. So if you don't run the ball, you're not going to be, I don't think you will be as successful. Because for the most part, I don't think they're going to change the way that the defense, when they're in the zone coverage, just hovers over you and are able to pick you off even when you beat them deep. And that's why I told you guys, when it came to my rookie premiere, I had to do a Saquon Barkley. I had to make sure I completed this because even though he's going to come in as a 79 overall, he's going to get a lot of touches as a New York Giant. So he's going to get elevated to the point to where, you know, he's going to have all those traits that you're going to be spending a lot of money for in the auction house. So this guy's going to probably be the most beneficial rookie premiere and probably one of those cards that are going to turn out to be a glitch throughout the year. And I'm usually not wrong about this. You could go back and check me, you know, years back. Go all the way back. I'm usually not wrong about the cards that are going to be decent just based on obviousness. Like if you've watched this guy play in college, you know he has the potential to be something special and you know he's going to get a decent amount of touches when he's, you know, it's Eli Manning, bro. Like Eli Manning can't come out and throw the ball every play. They're going to have to set different things up. And even when he sets different things up, he's going to still throw a pick. It is what it is, bro. New York Giants, go G-men. You know what I'm saying, bro? But this guy can come out and really utilize those attributes that you're going to need to have the one cut rolling. So again, that's going to be, in my opinion, one of the #1 things you have to master. And I am going to show you guys exactly how to do it, because I'm not going to show you everything that I'm doing, but I want you guys to understand that. And because you guys asked me about what I'm most looking forward to, it'll have to be that. Because the one cut is going to also affect the way your receivers, after they catch the ball, avoid running out of bounds. And maybe they will give us back a little bit more full control, and we can get to see what the Frostbite engine has to do. I would love to hear what you're most looking forward to in Madden 19. Go ahead and leave it in the comment section, and I'm going to see you guys and girls later, man. Until next time, one love.